There's a threat in the world today. A threat to our way of living, a threat to our society, and maybe even a threat to our very existence. And what is this threat?
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world.
He is the one.
I am.
I am the ass.
He is.
And we are Black and White Sports.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I'm supposed to be the franchise player, and we're in here talking about practice.
Am I not found the best fighter in the world? You tell me.
Because you're retired?
I mean, I want to see your face when you're asking this question and the way you're going to ask it. Look a man in the eye before you try to kill him or make up something.
He went through my soul.
And I'm not surprised.
Live from the Royal Blue Sports Bar, it's Wednesday night.
Sure is.
What is going on, world? We are live. What's happening, Juan?
What's going on, bro?
Yeah, he is the one.
I
am the ass.
He is.
We are Black and White Sports, live from Royal Blue Sports Bar, 8201 East Washington Street in Indianapolis, Indiana. What's going on?
Nothing. Just finishing.
Okay, I just want to make sure it was on.
Yeah, getting our last hookup. You know, I'm running a tad bit behind. I was at a high school basketball game.
Yep.
Doing the thing. No, I was watching my daughter.
Yep. And they were what? What was this? What were they up by when you left?
I don't know the final score yet. When I left, I think they were up almost 50. It was 44 to nothing.
What's going on here? All right. We're going to start this real quick. Right back over. We'll be right back. Nope. Glad to see you made it. Yes, he's back. Yes, you can see us.
What'd I do?
All right. I just make sure because on our end, it's still showing our countdown. But you know what? If you can hear us, you can see us, let us know, just to make sure we're good. I know, obviously, you can hear us because you know, Mama said, glad you could make it.
And there we are.
All right, cool. Boom.
Yeah, so when I think the halftime score was 44 to nothing.
Damn.
Yeah, so.
Damn.
Yeah, and then when I left right before the fourth quarter of the JV game, they had given up 4 points, and I'm going to get on my daughter because those 4 points came
We're on her?
We're on her.
Oh.
But it was in rotation. I will say that.
Happens.
It was in rotation. But
It happens.
But you should have swatted it. We got to get our backpacks.
Hey, look who we got on here.
Hey.
Hey, the Astrus joins us.
That is amazing.
John Wayne Buzzard is in the house. Chris
Yeah.
Hyatt. Robbie, obviously.
Yeah, she's still at the game.
Right
I think
on.
they're
Right
watching
on.
the varsity game because she's dressing varsity now.
Yeah, right.
So,
Freshman dressing varsity. That's good, especially at Carmel.
Yeah, well, they got a freshman starting at Carmel.
Well, that's besides the point. We're talking about Mac
Yeah.
Nasty.
Yeah. So, I think when I left I'm pretty sure she is not playing the fourth quarter, one by score and one for varsity minutes.
Right.
When I left, she had 15 and 11.
Okay. So what? There's like 15 minutes in between the games, right?
15, 20 minutes about that, yeah.
Okay.
So.
Man, there's a lot of stuff going on. I'll just start off by saying congrats to the LSU Tigers for doing what they were supposed to do against whoever they were going to play. Clemson showed up. They played a damn good game. And then the LSU Tigers, smoking Joe Burrow, took over and said, not this year, Clemson.
What was it? They had, what was it, 8?
What up, Caleb?
Was it 8 touchdown drives? Was that,
Man.
or was that the Kansas City game?
Yeah.
We'll
talk about that here in a minute, too.
Yeah. Well, you want to knock out some of the around the stuff because I feel that this baseball might snatch a little bit of time.
Yes. Well, you know, as always, we are powered by First Financial Bank, 3535 East 96th Street in Indianapolis. John Wayne Buzzard, our man over there, john.buzzard at bankatfirst.com if you're looking for a small business loan. A good bank to deal with, check out John over there because he is the official bank. First Financial Bank is the official bank of BWSPORTS1, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was sporting our awesome shirt over the weekend.
I saw that. It looked nice on you. It looked nice.
I was networking at the Carmel game on Saturday, and I was doing a little bit last night at the Noblesville game.
I like it a lot.
I just like playing with the buttons sometimes.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
Hey,
Sometimes.
if you guys got a smell in your nose for some rubber burning on the track, why don't you go over and hop over to Checkers and Wreckers on Sundays at 11 to check out our buddies Tommy Boy and Howdy.
Yes.
They will give you the happenings of what's going on in the race world.
So we all know that Mara, John's fiance, is a Bengals fan, big Cincinnati fan. He just put Mara is at Bible study. She's thanking God for the Bengals' #1 draft pick being Joe Burrow. That's funny right there.
That's hilarious.
That's funny.
And you know she is.
Damn right she is. I mean, if you're a Bengals fan, you better be praying for something. Just saying.
Just saying.
Just saying.
Just saying. But, yeah, to finish up with them, hey, those guys are burning it over there. So
Man.
if you're into anything racing on the internet, iRacing,
Yeah.
we got our own series. We got our own teams. We
Yes.
got our own cars.
Speaking of series and our own cars, our 4 cars are running in tonight's Checkers and Wreckers Monsters of Dirt Pro Late Model All-Stars. And, man, those boys can wing that car around.
Hey, that's pretty cool. I was watching some the other day. Sean had some running. I was watching the other day, and I had to watch the wife looking at him like, man, look at this shit.
Right? It looks
pretty
It
cool.
looks totally real.
Yeah, it does. I had to.
Right?
Okay.
Like, is that real? Yeah. I mean, we have so many people on there when he's broadcasting. Speaking of, CW TV is now full effect, baby. Checkers and Wreckers TV. Tommy Boy at the broadcast booth. And, man, he reminds me of a great WWF Macho Man coked up promotion. Because you know the one where he's talking about, oh, yeah, oh. And he forgets and he takes a sniff. Wow, yeah. Man, Tommy Boy gets in it. But he's good, man. Check him out.
That is great. So, since we were just mentioning a little bit about it, the college playoff.
Yep.
Obviously, LSU took over the scene. Very dominant. Very dominant. Clemson looked like they was going to, compete a little bit and give us that national championship defenders mentality like we're still the top dog. But LSU was too tough. The thing that I worried about was I thought Clemson could score, but I thought LSU, which showed out to be correct, I thought LSU's defense was much better, and they would be able to keep Clemson from scoring more than they would be able to keep them from scoring.
I called the score 31-25 or 26, 31-26. I thought it was going to be a little bit closer. I thought it was going to be I really thought that if I was a really betting man, I would have taken – I would have taken. I would have taken Clemson in the 6.5 or 6 points, 5.5 points, what it was, because I thought it was going to be 31-26. I was close on Clemson's score, but man, them boys in the yellow and purple, they started running up on them.
Hey, I was sitting over at my guy Storm's crib, and we were watching the game, and he had his little bets on there. You know what I mean? And I was like, bro. Why'd you take the under?
Oh wow! Now, first I will say, at first, the original line, the over and under was like 74, and then it got down, I think, all the way to 66, and what it ended up like 67. Yeah, Storm, come on.
Yeah, I'm like, why'd you
come
take
on,
that
man.
under? You know what I mean? Because both of these teams was averaging over 30 points.
Cream of the crop. Bam. Yes. Yes, John, that's exactly the interview of the Macho Man I was thinking about. The cream of the crop, brother. Oh, yeah.
That is great.
It rises to the top, brother. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. No, you're good.
I just have that purple Macho Man shirt.
No,
I like wearing it.
You do.
I do.
It's all right. It's a
I
nice
sport
shirt.
it nicely.
So with that, it comes up a lot of things because I did see, like, before the national championship game, which was Monday.
Yep. On
Sunday, I read an article, the way too early top 25 poll.
For next year?
Yes.
I cannot stand that. I will say it left and right every day and night. There is no reason that college football should put any polls out before week 6. It's ridiculous.
It is crazy. I'm like, the national championship game hasn't been played yet.
And you got next year's shit now.
This is great. But obviously, that's going to change, say, 10 times before the first kickoff comes up in late August.
Well, yeah, because it does all the time.
It's going to do every time. So I don't pay too much stock into it. You know what I mean? Right now they're going off of last year's success or the finishing up season success.
Right.
Recruiting, what's staying,
right.
What they project staying. So it's all a bunch of just to get us people, ooh, look, we going to be good.
Yeah. Now, supposedly, I forget. I read this, and it just totally spaced my mind. But supposedly there's a Heisman runner for next year, or the next season, in the state. I do not remember who it is. I do not remember what team. The only one I can honestly think of would be Ian Book, Notre Dame's quarterback. But I am not going to say that as at all close because – y'all played a 7-5 Iowa State team that you should have beat, and you did. Okay, whatever.
But that would be the only name
that I can pop up in my head off top.
My mind. Didn't Ball State have a really, really
Their
nice
quarterback was damn good. Yeah, I mean they played Notre Dame and they took it pretty good.
That'd be the only person that I can. I think of because I don't think IU's quarterback would have been there.
And if y'all know, post it. Let us know because I literally had a brain fart as soon as I started talking about it.
Yeah, I don't know about Purdue, so it would only have to come down to
Purdue. Yes, more. That's who it was.
There you go.
Maybe I'm going off of John's word here.
Yeah, well, John's going to do everything all Purdue anyway.
I know. So when I saw it, I'm like, wait a minute, that may not be true.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, there's Ian Book. Yeah, I can see the name popping up because he'll be a senior.
Yep.
So he'll be, he should be polished, so to speak. I say should. Well, at least you have a quarterback.
I can't say shit because we don't play you for 13 more years.
Yeah, but at least you have a quarterback.
Yeah.
We have 2, which means you don't have 1.
I'm not drunk enough yet. That's what John said. He's not drunk enough yet. He's making sense. Okay, I'll go with it.
But let's stay in this college realm just for a half a second. I meant to put this out earlier, but I spaced it because my freaking washing machine went out, so I had to go to the freaking laundromat.
Did you say washing or washing?
Washing.
Okay. That's for you, Angel.
No washing.
Tighten up for you. We'll talk about you guys in a minute.
Yeah. So, again, I posed this question to Storm the other day when we was over there because it was national championship game.
Hold on. Did you just say the national college ship?
Yes, I did.
There we go, folks. We make words up here. All good.
I'll add that to my dictionary. But
you should see the one's dictionary is like yay big off of shit you just come up with.
Yeah, but it makes sense though.
Sometimes.
Most of the time,
I'm not gonna say all the time. Sometimes.
And sometimes people think there's actually a word. Like it's really not a word. I just made that up.
I will give you sometimes your words that you throw out. I'm like, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Other ones, I'm like, don't use that one again.
But anyway, so I'm rapping with my guy Storm, and he's one of those guys that you have to get a sports debate with because he's so adamant and he feels so passionately about anything that he says, regardless if it's wrong or right. So I pose this question. Trevor Lawrence, Sunshine, Golden Boy.
Sunshine.
So he is now 25-1. Okay, this was a question I asked him before the end of the game, before the game was over with. So in relevance, think of before the game was over. So you're undefeated. You're 25-0. If you win this game, that puts you at 26-0 for your 2 years in college. You've gotten 2 national championships. You're ineligible to go to the draft because you're a sophomore.
Do you sit out or
Do
not?
you sit out a year and get ready for the draft, or do you go for 3?
Well, okay, now let's go back to realistic talk. He didn't go
The oneanary.
the onesanary. Okay, there we go. Now, since they lost the game, he is a junior. They're still talking about him.
Sophomore.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. He's a sophomore, but he's eligible after this coming year.
Right. Has to be
So
3
he has to
years
play
removed.
one more year. Yep. So does he play this year or sit out? My thoughts, he's playing this year to try to get that second national title for the number 1 pick in the 2021 draft.
I'm posing the question before the national ending of the national championship.
I know.
game.
And I heard that, but I'm saying since now, Tides are done. LSU beat them.
That makes the
So
question.
there's no point.
It makes the question irrelevant.
Okay.
So
it's
the question was
irrelevant.
asked.
So you brought
so-
irrelevant shit to the show.
You changed the parameter of the question because you wanted to say what you wanted to say.
You damn right.
But no,
you know
the
why? Because I'm the
question
ass.
So the question was, hypothetically, if he did not lose the national championship game,
Ooh, yes.
if they won,
Thomas, we got some talks about that fight coming up this weekend here in a little bit.
Connor
Stay
and
tuned.
Cowboy,
Yep.
Connor's been awful quiet.
We got some talks coming up. Stay with us.
I'm gonna make sure we get to that, but I want to because I want to make sure we spend some time on this baseball because this baseball is deep. That's deep, and I want to get to this women's, the WNBA.
Yes.
That's huge too. So let's wrap this up real quick. So I just wanted to pose that question out there for anybody who's listening. I'll actually throw that up again.
So the question is if.
Right, and it was if.
I got you.
If he had won the national championship this year, that would have been 2 national championships in 2 years of college. Would you sit out your 3rd year, or would you play for number 3? That was the question that I posed.
Okay, so if it was me and I won the game, I got 2 national titles, I'm a sophomore, bless you.
Thank you.
I have to play, or I have to at least be in college a 3rd year. Man, as competitive as I am, even looking at my future, it would be hard for me to sit out an entire season. What would you have done?
Knowing that, all this work that you're doing for this next year, because obviously he's a smart kid, so I'm pretty sure he's ahead of the curve on his classes. But, you're going to get this whole year to work with probably some of the best trainers to get you prepped and ready for the league. You've already shown that you got the big arm. You can make the throws. You can make the timing throws. You can run. You can read defenses. You've already proven that. So now at this point, you're polishing up on your pro footwork, looking at pro defenses. Because, granted, let's look at it. You play in the ACC. You didn't really see a whole lot of
Nothing.
And fall back on the national championship game. I think that was one of the very possible. One of the main positives for LSU with them beating. Listen, this is a stat I heard. LSU beat, the top 4 preseason.
7.
The top 4.
They beat all of them.
The top 4 preseason picks. They beat them all.
Yep. Alabama, Clemson.
Oklahoma,
and
Georgia.
Georgia.
Beat them all. Yep. And that's just that. And then we're not going to talk about the 7 top 15 wins this year. They were tested. So it was a little bit – I think they were better suited for that game. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Clemson, you were tested by North Carolina. Why? Even though I think North Carolina is going to be very good next year. But that's beside the point.
Who?
North Carolina.
Mac Brown?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you right now, if
They're
you're in the
good.
ACC,
they're going to be very
I would
good.
be nervous, especially going to Chapel Hill on a football field now.
You heard it. This is January 15th, 2020. I'm telling you, North Carolina is going to be a very good team.
Yep.
I don't think they're top 4, playoff team, but they're going to challenge
They're going to
Clemson
challenge the ACC.
for that ACC.
Oh, yeah. I wholeheartedly believe that.
Because everybody's coming back for them. Quarterback, running back, receivers, tight end, defense.
Look what they did against Clemson in Mac Brown's first year at coach.
Yeah.
They lost on a – and I'm not saying it was a bad call, man. You're going up against the defending champs. You have nothing to lose. Why not go for the win with a 2-point conversion? You got them 21-20. I would have done it 10 times out of 10. That's early in the season. It was like game 4-ish, somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
Why not?
On the road, you go for the win. At home, you play for the tie.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. I see what you're
saying.
So,
but anyway, to answer your
we
question.
Want to thank, real quick, I'm sorry. We want to thank everybody that's listening. Let's see. We got Justin Peters, Gwen Legg, Bruce Mann, David Lytle, Alex Juarez. I'm sorry if I messed that name up. Matt Davison, Daniel Cummings Jr. That's one of our drivers tonight in the All-Star League. Jason Jones, Joshua West, Danny White. I know him. Connie Carter, PL, Patrick Leonard, Tom Racker. I know him. Brooks Trammell. Yes, thank you all for coming and joining us tonight.
Appreciate it. But to answer your question.
I apologize. There's more of you, and I missed them. My bad.
Gang of you, and I would love it. But just to answer your question. Me?
Yep.
Me.
The black guy.
Listen, there's obviously a gang of variables you could throw in that scenario.
A number of them.
The main one being your family. How is your family situation? You know what I mean? If my family situation is cool, you know what? I'm going to contemplate staying a little longer. But if my family's hurting and they need me like that.
I see what you're saying.
I'm going to make that jump.
But, man, we both come from a competitive we still both have a competitive beer in there.
You know, look, I'm going to tell you. I ain't going to lie to you.
Did I just say competitive beer?
Yes. I ain't going to lie to you. It has my decision would have absolutely nothing to do with the sports side of it.
You looking at that money?
No.
What are you looking at?
No. I'm looking at the fact that this is college, bro.
Girls.
That is a whole different set of rules, man. This is the 4 to 5 years of your life that is probably going to be some of the best years.
Oh, yeah.
That most of your experiences, most of your experimentations, all that crazy stuff goes in on college. And those are times that you gain some of your biggest friends, some of your long-lasting friends.
Right.
You know, and you learn a lot of life skills.
What's up, Davin Cardwell? Brooks Trammell, see you Saturday. Yes.
Me personally, I'm probably going to stay.
I would.
Probably going to stay.
I mean, I was just trying to be nice when I was talking about competitive stuff inside.
Yeah, I'm not going to put sports into it. No, it's the extras. It's the extras where I'm staying.
He is. I believe Michael Sisk is the Indianapolis Colts super fan at the game. I believe. I could be wrong, but I think that Michael Sisk, Mike, if you're still watching, I believe you're one of the super fans of Indianapolis Colts. I challenge you, sir, to a super fan duel. Okay, if this is you, and I'm 99% sure it is, I challenge you to a super fan duel. Watch this. I'm a Philadelphia Eagles fan. I am a Philadelphia Eagles super fan. You, sir, are a super fan of the Indianapolis Colts. Let's get going. I want you to join us one of these nights here at Royal Blue Sports Bar, all decked out in your Colt stuff. I'll come in my Eagles onesie, all decked out in my Philly stuff, and we'll have some fun. Challenge, accepted or not. Chad Todd, welcome to the show.
All righty then.
That was quick.
So where we at? Hey, quick a little NBA. Zion is supposed to be making his return. Thought it was supposed to be tomorrow, but I think they've moved it.
No, it was
I think they moved it to next
weekend.
I think it's next weekend. I think it was supposed to be tomorrow. We want to talk about it or not?
I've told you from the jump.
Okay,
I
we're going to
think
keep it
Zion
moving.
Williamson is Greg Odom 2.0.
And I don't want to toot my own horn again. Who did I say that I picked for Rookie of the Year?
Don't care.
Because it wasn't him.
No, it sure wasn't.
I've been on Jean Morant since a long time. How about that?
He's so old, folks, he can't remember how long he's been on us. Never mind, I'll stop right there.
Exactly. So we'll pass on by that. All right. Pacers.
You mean we punted it? Did we punt it? We punted it.
Yeah,
away.
we punted. We punted on that one. Boop. We talked about Trevor and that question. You stay. Did CFB Pacers?
So I got a little fanboy in me the other night. We go to the Pacers game. I took the kids and the wife. We went to
Fanboy, huh?
Oh, dude, I was like starstruck for a second. We sit right behind the legend Bobby Slick Leonard and Mark Boyle doing the broadcast, right? So listen to this.
That's the radio broadcast.
I know. I texted y'all. Y'all see what I got.
Yeah.
I'm going to let y'all know because I was having fun. So I seen the lady, the first time out, the lady goes underneath right where I'm sitting and goes to the printer and gets the stat sheets. And she's passing the stat sheets around. She comes back. I was like, ma'am, and I'm nice. Ma'am, if you have any extras of those, can I have one? She goes, yeah, we'll see. I'm like, well, that got far. Pew, pew. That's exactly how I felt. So the next 2 times, she doesn't even look up. Third time she comes over, I pull out our black and white sports business card. I see her reach for the printer, and she looks up. And I put it over the plexiglass. I said, this is me. I'm really trying to get credentials here. If you can help me out with stat sheets, I would really appreciate it. From that point on, your boy the ass got stat sheets from the Pacers.
Ha.
That was fun. That's it.
Fun.
That's
awesome.
it. I know. You know what? To all you Miles Turner haters, I'm sorry. I'm totally against you 150%. Miles Turner is 23, 24 years old. He still has a lot of room of growth. And I'm sorry, with some of the certain players that the Pacers have now, with Brogdon, with Vic coming back, and I'm not even talking about the chemistry of the team as far as on the court. I'm talking about that locker room. Mm-hmm. That locker room with the leadership and the players that the Pacers have on that team right now. Miles Turner is going to be, I'm going to call it right now, 2021-22 season.
Defensive Player of the Year?
Defensive Player of the Year in most, what do I want to say? I don't want to say it's the most, changed player. What am I looking for?
Oh, most improved.
Most improved player of the league next season. You watch.
Hey, I'm glad you mentioned that because I know you people were trying to drive more business to our website, so we're going to do a little more activity on it starting the next upcoming days. I am working on an article for Miles Turner for our website on that specific issue.
Bam!
So I got Sean. If you listen, I'll be getting with you in the next couple days for some modifications on some things. But
real quick, 10 minutes left, second half. Butler is up 55-50 on Seton Hall. Can you believe that Butler is 5th in the nation?
Yes, I can.
Bam!
I believe it because
I'm not meaning to jump back and forth.
Oh, you're fine.
But I'm looking at it, I'm like, cool.
It's good. I mean, I believe it because I played with LaVall Jordan, in the open. We played over at Butler in open gyms. A lot of us, if you basketball guys, we all run in small circles. So, but I played against him. I know his mind on the game. He's a very intelligent young man. He's just a couple years younger than me, but
young.
But he's very intelligent. He's very smart on the court. He's very likable, and I think he's a player's coach.
Oh, yeah, that's obvious. Look at the team.
And then for one, you you coached under John Beilein at Michigan for a couple years before you got your job at Milwaukee.
Yep.
He kind of fell into the Butler job, but it's another alumni going back to leading their alma mater. So I think it's pretty cool. I'd like to get in to see a couple games. I know we tried to get credentials, but Butler's a little stingy
Yeah, Butler was a little rough.
I mean, it is what it is. But
our wonderful bartender Megan here at the Royal Blue Sports Bar just brought me a wonderful Coors Light because I am thirsty. Megan. I am thirsty. Thank you, Megan, for your support of my thirst.
But yeah, I say
there you go.
I say by late Saturday I'll have at least 2 Pacer articles up for
Look
the
at
website.
this. Hold on. High five. You better raise that. There you go.
That's the bad shoulder.
Oh yeah, don't raise it farther.
Right.
It's locked.
So I should have something up for that.
How messed up would everybody be if we switched sides?
They'll probably be jacked up. They'll be like, what
Be
the?
like, wait a minute,
wow.
hold on here.
So, but yeah, I don't want to hash anymore on the Miles Turner, because we've talked about that several times. I got some people that will bash me every week about Miles Turner. You know what I mean? Bray, this is 4th year in the league. This would have been his rookie. This would have been his rookie year.
No, second.
No.
Because
this is his 4th year.
He was a one and done.
He came out as a freshman. Yeah, so this would have been his rookie year.
This would have been his rookie year, yes.
Yeah. Chill out, people. And
back your bus.
And then I'm going to add his stats in for his stats for this season and the stats for his career. But anyway. So Pacers, again, my wife always says this is one of the most under-talked about teams, on broadcast, ESPN, whatever, TNT, yeah.
They
and
are
all
the
that.
most biased, yes, a little bit. Most underrated team.
Or under-talked. Not underrated.
Underrated, talked about.
Not really so much underrated, just under-talked. Even with the Paul George teams, even with the Granger teams. They were always, we'll talk about them because they're on, but we didn't talk about them. But now they're starting to talk about the Pacers. I watched some programming on NBA TV, and they spent probably about a good 15, 20 minutes talking about this Pacer team. You got guys coming back from injury. You got young guys who've been playing because of the injuries, and they've gained confidence.
Yep.
So, hey, don't slip. I'm telling you, I said at the beginning of the year I got the Pacers at being at the highest of 4 at the 4 seed.
Yeah, I think we were both agreeing there would be about 3 to 5.
Yeah,
somewhere in there.
I think the highest that they get is the 4 seed. I don't think they can trump Philly, Boston, and Milwaukee.
In a series, it would be definitely.
In
Milwaukee,
a series,
they're not ready.
In a series,
I will
is
agree
different.
with that.
In a series is different.
I will agree with that.
But during the season, I don't think they'll be able to catch them.
They're doing their thing though, right
now. But they're hanging around
thing.
They keep flip flopping from 5th and 6th.
I tell you what,
so
when we were at their Monday night game, they started out really slow. I don't know if you were watching it or not, but they started out really slow,
flipping back and forth.
And then, because the game was on, the national title game. But when they started really putting it on in about the midway through the second quarter, it's like, all right, they're finally getting it. They came out in that second half. I mean, they were shooting under 35% up until stat sheets. They were shooting under 35% in the first half. They come out in the third quarter and they shot, I think, 43% from the field compared to, and their defense was stout in the second half compared to about 30. I think it was like 31% shot for Philly.
So granted, I will say Joel Embiid did not play.
He didn't,
but I don't think that really would have made that much of a difference.
What's up, Duke? What's up, Sarah? Welcome.
So I've had late comments. I'm still way back here, John Top fan, so I don't know what's going on over here with me.
Right there, just like they thought Stevens would jump to them.
Oh,
even
so I'm
after
good.
The Celtics.
I'm good.
Yeah,
You're right. So,
do you know?
Let's go ahead.
Do you know if you are buying or selling a home, who would you call?
I call that Mary A.
I called it Mary A. House, a.k.a. Super Agent, BWSPORTS1 official real estate agent, 317-410-6456. That's 317-410-6456.
You know it's official when they say official.
It's official.
All righty.
It's official.
If you got some issues with your typing, don't spell right, don't put your comments in the right place, you got somebody I can see?
You damn right I do. And we got a code, too. Do you know who we would call?
I would call Typo.
TypoEdits.net. Olivia Castle, she's awesome. If you got a love letter you're trying to send to your boo across states, if you got a resume you're putting together. Yeah, no, I just don't. I threw it out there. If you got a resume, if you got a business plan that you're wanting to put together, anything that you need checked over, redone, given some great, awesome ideas for it, check out typoedits.net. And if you give them the BWSPORTS1 promo code, you get 40% off.
40.
It's like
that
a 40.
That was how much the girls were up when I left.
It's like a 40.
No. Hey, check out these specials behind us.
Where am I at?
We're at the Royal Blue Sports Bar.
And where's my finger need to go for Wednesday night specials?
To your, that way. There you go. Right there. There's your Wednesday night specials. And if you didn't know, this bar is fabulously attached to the Wingstop.
They got good wings.
So you can get you the lemon pepper.
Ooh, I like some lemon pepper. I like the lemon pepper.
I saw a meme the other day. This is completely, totally irrelevant.
Yes. John Wayne, would you call typo if you randomly make up words like the one? Definitely.
That's only because you're not cool enough to create your own dictionary.
That's besides the point. Come on, John.
All right, so let's talk about some NFL real quick. Yeah, let's talk about NFL.
There were some damn good games again. Let's start off with the biggest
ass whipping of all time cumdom.
They're down. Houston is winning 24-0. 7 minutes left in the second quarter. Patrick Mahomes comes out and starts lighting them up. They go on a 51-7 run.
41
is this
straight.
Basketball?
Hey,
is this Carmel JV basketball now?
How about they didn't take them 3.5 quarters to come back? How about it took them a half a quarter?
Boom.
But let's go back to before 24-0. Let's go back to 21-0.
Man.
4th and 2.
Yeah. That was the change.
On the 30-something.
Yeah. Why do you go for it?
You're
talking
up,
about the 4th and 2 one?
Yeah. You're up. 21-0.
You're on your own. You're on your own 30-yard line.
No, not the punt. I'm talking about
4th and 2.
Yeah. You're on the opponent's 35.
Oh, okay. I'm
going back before the field goal.
Okay, gotcha.
So, yes.
I'm going to step back now.
Yeah, this is 21-0. You have them reeling. They're backpedaling. They're on their heels. They don't know what to do. You've scored on them just unlike no one can fathom this. And you call a timeout. Your quarterback is telling you, hey, bro, let's go for that.
Right.
You kick the field goal. Your response was, in the press conference a little hours later, we didn't have a play ready for that situation. At that point right there, if I'm the owner, your job is terminated.
Done deal.
Your response was, we, but I'm putting it on you because you're the head coach. I did not have a play ready. 4th and 32 is I don't have a play ready.
Right. Kick the damn ball.
Don't kick the ball.
4th and 32?
Yeah. Well, yeah. 4th and 32, yeah. You don't have a play for that.
Get rid of it.
Yeah. But 4th and 2.
You have been damn sure you got something in there.
Walking KC's defense all up the field. You get that 4th and 2. You go down and score. You go up 28-0. You win that game. You kick a field goal. All right, Patrick Mahomes on the sideline, boasting his guys up. Let's go. Look, they don't want it. Let's go. So what's your next major coaching decision? Hey, we're going to go for a fake punt on our own 30-yard line. I'd have fired him at halftime.
He said I'd have fired him at halftime. So I saw a meme.
You playing with my money.
I saw
playing
a meme.
with my money.
I saw a meme. Do you see? I can't remember the Texans coach's name. Did you see his
O'Brien.
chin? O'Brien, yeah, Bill O'Brien. Did you see his chin?
Yeah, the boost.
They put a monkey's ass on it. That was funny.
I mean,
that was funny.
I don't know if you guys listen to Charlemagne the Guy on the morning show. I very rarely do, but he's got this thing, Donkey of the Day. That was the jackass move. That was almost as bad as Pete Carroll not giving the ball to Marshawn Lynch on the goal line.
Well, here's my thing. Where I really saw the momentum shift is when it was like 4th and I want to say it was probably like 4th and 6 from their own 31-yard line, 30 or 31-yard line, and they go for it. Why?
In the fake punt.
Hell, no, it wasn't a fake. No,
they went for it again.
No, yes, they went for it. It was like on the their own 31-yard line, 4th and 5, 4th and 6. It was like a screen pass, and they go nowhere. Nowhere. Maybe was that the fake?
Yeah,
punt?
it was the fake punt.
What was that?
That was my phone.
Oh, okay. Man, see, I thought it was. Okay.
Yeah, that was a fake punt. Because that was
step back again.
That was right after the field goal.
And put them up 24-0.
Yeah. Because they went up 24-0.
All right, yeah.
Then they came down.
You got me. Yep.
And then they fake punted.
Why in the hell are you going to do that from your own 30-yard line? Why?
Listen.
Why?
And here I am arguing with Storm again. He's like, man, you had to win for that. Bro.
For what?
You go for that in the video game.
Right.
You don't go for that shit in
No,
the
you got a
real game.
24-point lead.
That's how coaches lose jobs.
Punt it, man. Punt it. Right.
That's it.
Because they
scored.
scored, and then
there
was
it goes.
nonstop from there.
Yeah.
Nothing stopped.
Terrible.
All right.
Terrible.
Next, Seattle, Green Bay. You damn right, Howdy. I picked Seattle to win that game.
I picked Green Bay.
And you know what? They were starting to finally put it on, and I will say that Aaron Rodgers is not the reason that you guys are still in the playoffs. It is your defense that stopped Russell Wilson from driving and setting the momentum. Point blank, period. Now you're going to San Fran.
What was the score of that game?
Was it 28-24?
Yeah, because they came back late.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They started pushing. Russell Wilson is a bad man.
Just think if he had some help. Or just think if he had a really in shape all-season Marshawn Lynch.
Left tackle.
Yeah, that helps too.
Left tackle always hurts. Blind side, you got to save the blind side. 42-24 Carmel. There you go.
She said they're playing like crap, and they're up.
And they're still up 20 points.
Hey, man, they should be up. Man, I've seen the varsity. I don't want to talk about nobody's kids, but they didn't look good either.
Okay. Do good coaches have a delegated dumbass decision preventer? Someone to keep them in check for themselves.
Yeah, your freaking conscience.
Duh.
Your wallet. How about your wallet? How about your nameplate on your office
What's up,
door?
Anthony? What's up, Andy? Yeah, I don't
there's
get it.
Yeah, I agree. There should be somebody be like, hey, coach, sure you want to do that?
Right. You sure?
Sure. I mean, we called a timeout. We got about 80 more seconds. You sure you won't do that?
I would hope that quarterback? What's the quarterback's name? Watson. There you go. He would have looked at him when he caught. What? You want me to stay out? What?
So here's the thing. Pat McAfee, which is I think is the greatest punter of all puntdom.
John, there's one for the onesenary.
I mean, I see you defending your brother, and he's like, but he kind of didn't defend him at the same time.
Nope.
He said, hey, there's way more fake punts called than people realize. Is that you also have a check play. So there's two people that can check off to this play. And neither one of you said, But if you look at, I'm not going to really down him too much because the defensive player made a hell of a play in open field. Because if he misses that tackle, he runs for about 20.
Oh, it was wide open
Yeah, he
after that.
runs for about 20, 30 yards.
It was wide open after that.
So we will give
But
credit
why
to the defender
even
for making a great
call
play,
that
but
play?
why make the call? But anyway,
I don't get it.
so, yeah. Green Bay. Well, you see who I'm going for. I got on my throwback Ronnie Lott jersey.
And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to agree with my brother. A true fan of a team does not sport other teams' jerseys. I don't give a shit if you tell me.
I don't care.
I'm a fan of the sport. I get that.
I don't care.
I get that.
I don't care.
I get that.
Especially coming from a person that's got 90,000 teams.
Who?
You.
No.
You got 2 teams for every sport.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Football. Name another one.
Chuck Venezia, tell me about it. But
Somebody
anyway,
please hold on. Somebody please tell me who my other team in football is.
But my
no,
reasoning.
answer the question.
My reasoning.
Answer the question.
My reasoning behind
He can't.
having other jerseys, I mentioned it before.
Colors.
It has nothing to do with the colors. Every one of my jerseys that is not a Pittsburgh or a Mission jerseys of a black player.
Okay.
Is of a person that I feel that should be. Yeah, it is. Completely.
Yep.
Completely. I don't think every jersey that I get out of that's not one of those 2 players, one of those 2 teams is going to be a black. It's going to be a black player.
Okay.
I mean, like when I get a Dolphins jersey, it's going to be Duper.
Who?
A Dolphins jersey.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean, when I get a Minnesota Vikings jersey, that one's going to be hard.
You going with the Dante Culpepper?
I mean, you got Culpepper, you got Moss, you got Carter.
I mean, how do you not get with Chris Carter? If you're not a fan of the Vikings, how do you not go with Chris Carter
because
as
you
a
got
jersey?
Randy.
Or Randy.
Right. You know what I mean?
Okay, then get a Patriots Randy Moss jersey. I'm just saying. Got to get the Chris Carter Philly jersey.
I was more on the Philly. I was thinking more of Reggie.
Randall.
I wanted to get a Golick jersey, but
he's white.
I know, but
Just
it was just GP.
Newsflash, he's white.
But it was GP. I wanted to, but Philly would get either Reggie or a Cunningham. But anyway, that's a whole nother issue.
No.
And as you said,
you
Cunningham.
ever get a Vikings Cunningham jersey, this show is done.
Notice I didn't mention it for the Vikings.
Right.
No.
Show's done if he does that, John.
Yeah.
I'm cutting him off.
Let's talk about the fight. Let's talk about the fight this weekend.
The fuck you say?
Corner and the Cowboy. Let's get some Irish whiskey.
Wow.
I need a beer.
Uh-oh.
Woman.
Megan, he's thirsty.
Woman, stop
Uh-oh,
social
he's
media.
thirsty. She's sharing our stuff.
No, she's sharing
our stuff.
Hot bartenders meet Asians.com.
Hey, there you go. Even better.
Hot bartenders.
Wow.
meet Asians. That's
Where
great.
the hell did you come up with that?
I don't know. I'm only child.
We can tell.
So, who do you got? San Francisco, Green Bay.
Oh, I thought we were talking about the fight. San Francisco, Green Bay.
We were talking about the
I'm going to
fight.
go,
Thank you.
here's what's weird. Who played in Super Bowl I? Green Bay, Kansas City.
Well, we know who he's going for.
But I'm just telling you, if it's rigged or not, blah, blah, blah. I think.
Yeah,
and
howdy.
Howdy, I'm not doing this just because I'm going against you, brother. San Fran is a more complete team this year than anybody else that we've seen because they continuously put it in there. They don't play just the tip, folks. They play the whole game. No, I'm good. For the moment. No, hold on. We got about 20 minutes for the shot.
Just the tip. Okay.
San Fran's not playing just the tip, folks. They're playing in it to win it.
So, I agree with Howdy, as in Green Bay has been for a 12-3
Did you
team.
see him?
No, not listening. Yeah, the Reggie White jersey and white. Yeah, the Reggie White jersey.
Packers Reggie White jersey.
Oh no,
Negative,
no,
sir.
No.
No, if he
It'd be
gets an Eagles jersey, he's
It'd
going to
be-
get Jerome Brown. I'm telling him what he's getting.
Get fucking Carson Wentz.
He's white.
No, I'm gonna get Terrell Owens, motherfucker.
Oh,
That's what I'm
wow.
gonna get. How about that?
Wow.
Or I get punk ass Donovan McNabb get beat up in the locker room. No, that was Dawson, and he told man T.O.'s the shit, dog. T.O.
He's on it.
beat up the damn linebacker. You know what I'm saying? T.O. beat up the linebacker in the locker room, and then turned to Donovan McNabb and said, "You want some too?"
Yep.
Yeah.
He did.
Set his little happy ass down.
And we shipped him to Dallas.
That's crazy. T.O. is the shit. Who was the linebacker? Hugh? No, who was he? But Dawson, Davis.
Dawson.
No, I'm trying to think of the linebacker. Be Douglas.
Sherman Douglas?
Hugh Douglas.
Hugh Douglas. No.
No, who was the damn linebacker? Had all the. I always want to have his hair all lined up, pretty hair, one of them funny.
I know who you're talking about.
Was on
can
on
picture him.
TV too. Was yeah. Anyway,
I
beat
can
his
picture him.
ass
I
in the
can't
locker
think
room.
Oh, that was Joyner.
Nah.
No, so he was earlier.
Nah.
Oh God.
Not McGinnis.
No. What was
I don't
his
know.
name?
T.A. told him to put his boots on.
I want to remember here in a minute, and when
Yeah,
we're in
just tell
something
me about
else,
it.
I'm gonna just
Right.
throw it out.
So I got San Fran. Even though I agree with Chris that even for a 12-3 team, Green Bay has been very under-talked about.
I'm not
They haven't
hating
been
about
over.
Howdy. I'm not hating Green Bay.
They're a
I'm
very
not
good
hating Green
team.
Bay. San Fran is on point though.
I just something about San Fran. You know what I mean? They got Richard Sherman's attitude, and they're displaying it on the field. They're complete on defense. They're complete on offense. I think it's going to be real tough for Green Bay and Aaron to go into Levi Stadium and take them out. I like San Francisco to go to Super Bowl.
I think it's going to be San Fran
And KC. You know what?
Man,
You know what?
we got to give some. Hold on. Let's
Hey,
give
man.
our girl Angel some props.
Hey, and to somebody, Tannehill has just made himself the Kirk Cousins of this next year.
Bam. They are franchise tagging the hell out of him for the
And
next
here we
3
go
years.
with another Alabama running back that's running over people in the league.
Derrick Henry is
a
bad
beast.
man. You know what? He's honestly. Well, hold on here. When you say Alabama running back, the last one to really do it like that was Lacey.
Ain't Ingram from Alabama?
I thought he went to Georgia. Is Ingram from Alabama? For some reason, I thought he went to Georgia.
I thought Ingram went to Alabama.
Okay, maybe he did. And he's doing his thing, but he's on his way out. I mean, he's getting close to that age where running backs ain't supposed to play that much longer.
Yeah, but some of them continue to do, Frank Gore. But anyway.
Hey, I ain't hating on that.
No, not at all. But, hey, I picked San Fran. I like Tennessee. I like some things that they got going on. It's hard to root against the AFC North when your team, or the AFC South when your team is out, being a home team of that division.
Right.
They're playing really well. I mean, I would really like to pick them. I really would. But KC's offense is outstanding.
Everybody knows I'm a Philadelphia Eagles fan, and everybody knows where Andy Reid coached for 14 years, took us to 4 consecutive NFC championships, took us to the Super Bowl. I think they are a good team. I think he's a damn good coach. I'm going to throw it out there.
You going to take them?
I'm taking Tennessee to upset Kansas City
on the road
because Kansas City's defense has not seen a running back like Derrick Henry. Folks, whatever the spread is right now, I have no clue, but you bet your ass, the ass is putting money on my girl Angels, Tennessee Titans. Tighten up. Titans are going to the Super Bowl. Derrick Henry, 140 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns, 1, maybe a 3rd touchdown on a screen
play.
Tennessee's heading to the Super Bowl.
I like it because KC's defense is questionable.
And do not forget the Andy Reid
yeah.
in the playoffs curse.
Yeah. I mean, and a lot of people are thinking, well, what's the weather going to be in Kansas City, blah, blah. You know what? I wouldn't even worry about the weather because when it's bad weather, you always lean on your running game.
Yep.
But then when it's bad weather, KC doesn't really care.
No, they're gonna sling it.
I mean, it's, traditional, 5 inches of snow falling a second, and he's still flinging that ball. So this is going to be a very good one.
It's going to be a good game.
Yeah, so there you go. You have Tennessee and San Fran in the Super Bowl. I have KC and 49ers in the Super Bowl.
There we go.
All right.
And Howdy, who do you have?
Packers.
I'm going to guess the Packers.
All right, so
Sean, are you picking the Cowboys?
All right,
still that.
5 minutes. Let's talk about Conor.
All right, Conor McGregor, the return to the UFC after a bunch of bullshit that he got himself into. He's moving.
What happens when you get money, baby?
He's moving back up to 170 pounds.
That's what happens when you're a child of the troubles. Didn't know I knew about the troubles. Yeah, when you're a child of the troubles and you ain't got no cash.
Wow.
And you lose a fight against $260 million. That's what you do. You throw chairs through bus windows.
Let me tell you something. A return fight against Cowboy
I think he's going to get his ass knocked out.
At 170 pounds. Cerrone may take this and say, you know what? I know he can throw. I know he can bow. I know he can get down. But this is my cage. Hey. Donald Cerrone, second round knockout.
I have never been a real big Conor fan, but he tickles me. He makes me laugh.
How'd he pick Pack versus Titans?
Oh, nice.
Right on.
Yeah. I mean, he tickles me. He makes me laugh. Yeah, that's
wow.
But I think you've been extremely distracted over the last year and a half.
Yeah.
And didn't he lose his last fight?
His last fight? Nah. Well, let's see. He lost against Diaz. They fought again. He won that fight.
I'm talking about after Conor.
He fought.
I mean, after Floyd, didn't he have one more? Didn't he?
Was that really a fucking fight?
I'm not talking about the fight after the Floyd fight.
Hold on. Let me pound somebody's back in a boxing match.
After that
debacle,
money making extravaganza.
Well, I mean, he fought. God, I can't say his name.
Somebody, but didn't he lose?
Right now, and he lost.
Right,
and that's when that brawl broke out.
Yeah,
and you
threw the chair.
And then after that, they were supposed to fight again. And he threw the chair, busted the window on the bus, cut some other fighters up. He cut Rose up. I think she was when she was champion. He got thrown in jail. He did whatever. I don't think he's been back since.
And you've had some. You hadn't fought since.
No,
that was his last fight, so he lost.
And
then
you've
had all the trials.
170.
You have all the trials and the stuff that you had over in
it's
Ireland.
Done deal. It's over. We're done with.
So in the last year, you've had 3 court cases. You've had the last year and a half, you had 3 court cases, a lost fight, and you started a whiskey. So what part of that have you been ready to fight? And my point of saying
I will say,
and
he looks ready.
Yeah,
he does look ready.
Mike Tyson looked ready too. How'd that turn out?
Everybody's got a game plan until you get punched in the face.
You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to the Tyson, because I still think he's the greatest. But
ooh,
you know what I mean. But Conor is a loud, boisterous promoter of himself. Normally, when we know there's a Conor fight coming, Conor lets the world know that he's got a fight coming. We've talked about this fight like it was happening for the last 3 Saturdays, and it has not happened because we have been not hearing from Conor.
Man, he ain't been doing a lot.
I don't know.
This. I did see a little bit where he's jaw-jacking a little bit, but we already knew it was going to come from both of them. I mean, Cerrone's not one to sit there and just talk shit to you. If you're going to talk shit to Cerrone, he's going to back it up, and he's going to come back at you. So, timeout.
I'm going with Cerrone.
He's doing what I say. I'm picking.
Apparently, there's a plantation behind us.
I ain't whipping you back. Damn. Come on, boy.
I'm going with Cowboy.
I am wholeheartedly 100% behind Cowboy. He's coming up to 170. He told him one time in a press conference after a fight, I will beat your little ass because you have no reason coming up to 170. Done deal, over and done with. We're moving on.
There you go. All right. So,
where can you get a logo at? Where did we get our logo at, Damon?
I don't know. You tell me.
AC2 Skins, Anthony Caudill. He's awesome. He is one that's done some of our racing skins on our cars. He has done our logo. He has done the Checkers and Recos logo. He has done the network logo. He's awesome. Check him out. AC2 Skins.
Sometimes, John, I don't understand him, but I like him, even though he likes to wear corduroy ties when he was 11.
Who are we talking about here?
Buzzard.
Oh, did you see the hairdo?
Oh, my God, and it was crooked.
Man.
I don't know.
That was one hell of a mop, John.
I love you both, John and Mara. You guys are freaking awesome, but I could not focus on the hair because of his tie. But anyway, that's another story.
It is what it is.
So,
hey, where are we at?
We are at the Royal Blue Sports Bar.
8201 East Washington Street in Indianapolis, just east of 465 and East Washington Street exit. You should come out because we are going to be back out here next Wednesday night with the beautiful bar slinging Megan. Oh, I'm sorry. Do it again. Megan. See, we have a button, or I'm sorry, we have a knob that turns it to an echo.
He twists his knob.
I twist my knob every night. Yeah, you know, just the tip. See? Just the tip.
All righty then. Yeah, if you get time, you know, next Wednesday or any Wednesday, why don't you come down there and join us, kick it with us, you know. We got plenty of table. We got a wonderful bartender. They got a full bar. There's a window that she has to climb up to get Wingstop, so you can come over and get fed pretty well.
It's a booster.
So
I'm looking at the wall, too, and I see a lot of good liquors.
Yeah. Liqueurs or liquors?
Both.
Liquor, never mind.
Wasn't going there.
No, not today. So we have come to a point in the show that we have to discuss things of non-happiness. So,
you know what that was? Fastball.
Fastball. I mean, and it's funny.
You know what that is? Change up.
So, baseball. Man. Why does all the ridiculous scandals always seem to happen in baseball?
You know what? Did you hear that the Red Sox are also being investigated?
You got no choice. You got no choice.
Do you realize that the Astros in the 2017 playoffs were 8-1 at home? And they lost a lot. Obviously, I don't remember their away record, but that looked hot, by the way. So they were 8-1 at home. Let me rephrase that. They went 8-1 at home. Granted, you should always play better at home, home field advantage, home fans and all that. You went 8-1 at home. Curveball coming at you hot.
Hey, so if you don't know what we're talking about, and if you haven't,
does anybody really know what we're talking about?
Right. So the Astros have been under investigation for sign stealing in the playoffs for the 2017 championship run, which they won. Altuve was the. I mean, it probably goes deeper than the playoffs. Probably goes into the regular season. Yes, I did.
Wow.
There's a little beer on that. It probably goes off into the season. Altuve won the World Series that year.
Yep.
Didn't Justin Verlander win the Cy Young that year as well?
I believe so. We could be wrong on that, but I'm about 92% sure on that.
And that was the year that you beat.
Ooh.
That you beat an outstanding, fabulous Yankees team.
You didn't see that real quick, did you?
No, I didn't.
So Seton Hall just beat Butler 78-70. Back to it.
I think Seton Hall is, I think, right now the top team in the Big East.
That's a Big East. That's a Big East rival. There you go.
They're not gonna fall far.
Right.
So
back to baseball.
Yeah. So the Astros are under investigation.
8th, I think. I'll fall back to 8th.
Yeah, for sign stealing of the pitchers. And what fathoms me is the extent of the scheme. I mean, you had pitchers, players, managers, equipment people. I mean, it goes deep. Like, you have people in the stands watching signs.
Yep.
Relaying signs. And it's funny because I thought it was odd when we were watching the game, the World Series back then. I thought it was odd. Man, that's a weird-ass sound to be hearing at a baseball game. That's not something that you normally hear. I didn't think nothing of it.
Nobody
And
did.
then come back to you, so you're reading all this stuff about this scheme, and then you hear wow. And then you got players involved in it, managers involved in it.
Yep.
Executives know about it.
They didn't. They didn't know about it.
Well, obviously they fired the general manager and the current GM. I mean, the current manager.
First the league suspends them for a year, and then the Astros say, "Well, we got caught. Let's get rid of them."
I mean, because you made us look bad. You know what I mean? Obviously, the owner. I don't put too much on the owner because I don't think the owner goes, "Hey, go cheat." I mean, this is not the last Boy Scout.
Kraft does.
Yeah, I don't know. He's too busy in the spas to tell him to go cheat. He likes
littleasians.com.
Maybe he'll go with bacon. But anyway, I mean, you got players. You got listen, I understand that there's probably always some type of sign sharing when players.
By your own eyes.
Yeah, with players, to other players. On the bench, like if you're a second base, you see something, you go back and you tell your boy, that I think that's fine. But if you got a video camera and a person spotted, you're signaling signals this way. You got whistles, you got signs, you got banging of trash cans, giving off signals. That's premeditated.
Totally.
Which makes me bring up a note that I wrote down. Can a professional team be blacklisted?
No, obviously not, because the NFL hasn't done it to the New England Patriots.
Well, because Goodell is in Robert's pocket.
I want to say this like this. Sign stealing is 100% part of the game. By my eyes. Not technology. If I'm sitting there videotaping and doing all that, that's different. If I'm seeing it, like you said, if I'm seeing it, if I'm a player and I'm seeing it on the field, that's part of what you should be doing. You should be trying to call out their signals. You should be doing something to learn their signals, to do everything you can to get your team a little jump on the opponent. However, when you break the rules of engagement in sports, that right there is ridiculous. That's
I like that.
petty.
The rules of engagement. I like that. That was good. That was good.
That you can add, well, no, that's real. That's real words, so
Right.
you can't add that to the ones in area.
No.
But I just think that that's very, very low for anybody to do in professional sports. We had a fan comment earlier on our page that it was blown out of proportion,
Right.
and it was ridiculous and all that. Rob Reardon, I love you, man, but you're totally 100% wrong on this. They did not blow it out of proportion. They are looking at it. They use technology. If you want to play the game, play it and learn their opponent's signs by your own brain and go off of that. Do not use technology because it's not legal. That's why people can't use iWatch or Apple Watches and stuff like that, like your boy Roethlisberger.
That's why I was getting ready to bring up that.
Yeah,
Yep.
You can't do it.
Because I was wondering, like, man, why are you bitching about this man who's injured wearing and now it makes sense. It makes complete and total sense. Like,
That's
you guys
why.
are, you got a
get text to
manager
that.
or got a watch on and you shoot him a text, hey, you know what I mean? When he does this with his left ankle, he's throwing this. I mean, come on, man.
Yep.
That's bad. You know what I mean? And it's bad on the manager. Me personally, I don't think that's any worse than Pete Rose.
You see his Lee Corso?
Yeah. I don't think that's any worse than Pete Rose, them banning Pete Rose for life over, gambling. Because Pete Rose gambled
on
his money. He
to
gambled
win.
on them to win, meaning that he was going to put them in the best position possible to win, so
Which
he
a
wins.
manager is going to do
Anyway, so if you ban him from baseball for life, this dude should be banned as well, because you, as the manager of this team, said, hey, that's okay. You guys go out here and cheat and make me look good, make me win Coach of the Year, World Series rings. Are they going to take all the rings back?
No, they're not taking away wins. They're not taking the World Series.
I mean, granted, you can't.
But how much does that kind of put a dark cloud, dark shadow over the players that were involved in that whole thing?
I got some stuff for that here in just a second. But how bad does that look for baseball? It's taking you the steroid stuff was in the 90s, right? So it's taking you
early 2000s.
So it's
Sosa
taking
and McGuire and stuff like that.
Yeah, late 90s, early 2000s.
Yep.
So it's taken you 20 years to recover from that bullshit. It's taking you 20 years, baseball, to recover from
how long
juice pitchers and juice hitters.
And just real quick tidbit, little Jeopardy information for you. It's been 20 years since Bobby Bonilla has not had a paycheck from the New York Mets. 20 years, $1 million a year.
Yeah.
Just ended.
Idiots. But anyway, way to go, Bobby's agent.
Hey,
good job, Mr. Agent.
He's like the Sam Bradford of baseball.
But you know what I'm saying? But why can't he be banned for life? He should not get a coaching job or any type of job in any type of aspect
Well,
for
we
baseball.
all know the Marlins are looking for any fucking help right now.
Come
so
on,
they're
Derek
going to
Jeter.
get somebody.
I'm disappointed in Derek Jeter and how he's running that down there anyway. So, but
I don't think it's fully him.
Yeah, not every great player becomes a great GM or coach or whatever.
Oh, sorry, I just caught the Pacers. They called Sabonis for a charge. That was ridiculous. If you're watching the game, I want you to post on our comments right now. Was that a real charge or was that a flop from hell? Come on. Sorry. I'm jumping, folks.
No, we're not going back to college ball. You lost. Go Blue.
That was an overtime win, wasn't it?
Yeah. But Wagner, Simpson's a killer except when he's playing Cassius Winston. But anyway. But, I do. I feel that he should be banned for life.
I can't disagree with it.
You miss whatever the word is, baseball, yourself, your program, your players. Your players are only going to do what the manager allows them to do. I don't think those players are going to go out there and do those signals and things like that unless they're being instructed to do, like a cold red. I'm going to do what you tell me to do because I'm supposed to follow you.
Red team go.
Red
team go.
I'm just saying. So, I mean, and I think anybody – I mean, how far does this go? How deep do you fire everybody? Do you go back and track every – you know what I'm saying?
Like I said, the Red Sox are being investigated now. Same thing.
Hey, if I was Red Sox fans, I'd be shitty because you wouldn't got him because he was managing a world championship.
Yep.
So now all of your greatness that you have accomplished, that was a hell of a Red Sox team.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't know, even if it comes back negative, we don't know if it was negative or not.
DJ, how you feel about that?
Oh, I'm sure DJ's pissed.
Oh, I would be.
Because now you don't have a manager, and spring ball starts in 45 days.
Yeah.
So you got 2 teams with no manager.
And
one team with no GM and no manager.
Never mind. I'm going to take my shot here in a minute, and I got something to say on baseball, but it has nothing to do with this part. So let's finish.
All right.
Let's
so,
go on with this one.
But see, and you say, well, it's a victimless crime. No, it's not a victimless crime.
How is the other team's not a victim and you're 8-1 at home?
So
Come on.
let's go to the Yankees. The Yankees were winning that. They should have won that. But you're still in signs. So let's go to, all right, players that was affected. Okay, Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge was a freak.
Out the ass today. High five.
Aaron Judge was a freak that year.
Yeah, he was.
You know what I mean? He finished.
Steroids.
Yeah, he finished second. And I don't know. He's one of those guys that look like they take care of their body.
He's a big boy.
You know what I mean? He finished second in the MVP, the AL MVP.
Yep.
To Altuve.
Yep.
Who played for the Houston Rockets. Yankees put out, the Houston Astros. Rockets. So
baseball.
he played for the Astros.
Not basketball.
So and the Astros beat the Yankees. So you knocked him out the playoffs.
Yep.
And then you take the MVP from him. All from those ceiling signs. How about Justin Verlander? You know what I mean? I think it might be the most innocent person in this. Because you go out and pitch the games of your life, of your career in that playoffs. And now it means absolutely nothing because your manager and your teammates cheated.
Not necessarily because, I mean, they're still, like I said, they're not taking it away from them. It may be like shadowed on
they're not
them.
taking away Barry Bonds' home run shit, but do we still be like, eh?
Well, when the dude's head goes from this big and he's a size of a jockey to having a Peyton Manning size head, arms as big as Hulk Hogan, what do you think he's doing?
My point. All of that good work that you did, Verlander, your people screwed you.
I see what you're saying on that.
You know what I mean? So Verlander thinking
and that's
that
going
I
back to
pitched
that
this
victimless crime.
Yeah, I pitched this great series to win this, but let alone you're giving me unwanted assistance because you're stealing signs on the other end. Here I am thinking I'm doing the damn thing, and I am, but you guys is ruining it for me.
Right, because in the other side of the ball, because I'm playing defense here. I'm throwing it. I'm slinging it in there. I'm getting that catcher on point. And then all of a sudden, flip-flop when we're up to bat, y'all are screwing me.
Clayton Kershaw will be the other one that they played in the World Series, the Dodgers. Remember, they were up 3-1.
8-1 at home.
So don't tell me this is not a victimless crime or it's overblown. I mean, there was records broken in the wrong way. There was MVPs, championships done man, it was terrible.
I really don't.
Yeah,
we kept going on this. You got to remind me a little bit. Give me a little hint of what I was gonna say.
I don't know.
I know you have zero clue what I was gonna say, but I need a little help bringing it back.
I have no clue.
Damn it! It was good too.
Oh, I'm just saying. You know what I mean? I know you. I mean, you.
Hi,
can,
Mara.
I mean, you can't take the rings back. You can't. But you can strip the banners. I mean, listen, they do it in other sports.
They ain't gonna do it in baseball.
You can strip the banner.
Until they put a salary cap on baseball, they're not going to take away no banners.
Yeah, I mean, you can't give a ring or a championship to another team or MVP or anything like that, but you can't vacate it. I don't know. It can just be a year with no champ.
Speaking of baseball. Since Mara's watching, and I am a Reds fan, did you see that we signed Bauer? Did you see that we brought hold on, let me say this name right. I'm going to really try really hard to say this dude's name right. Shogo Akiyama. First Japanese-born player on the Reds team ever.
Arigato.
Whatever he said. Sounded like Ebonics. But I'm pretty,
Arigato is hello in Japan.
Glad you know that.
In Japanese.
I sure as shit
That's
didn't.
all because I watch Kung Fu movies. Even though Kung Fu is Chinese, karate is Japanese.
Are you
no.
sure?
Karate, karate is Japanese. Taekwondo is...
Flip-flop that.
No.
Maybe.
Karate is Japanese. Samurai, they're Japanese. Taekwondo is Korean.
Well, who's the Wu-Tang?
That's
Method Man.
Chinese. That would be the Wu. That's Chinese. That's Wu-Tang.
I got you.
Wu, Chung, Lee, those are all Chinese names. Hwang.
He said Hwang.
Hitachi, Yorigami, those are Japanese names.
I think it's time for our weekly shot, folks. We again are here at Royal Blue Sports Bar. Sir,
You don't call them
tip up with us.
Chineses.
There you go. There we go.
You don't call them Chineses.
I don't call them. I sure as hell ain't going to call them.
I was watching
some other
Tropic
stuff
Thunder
either.
the other day.
What?
I was watching Tropic Thunder.
What do you mean, you people?
They're Viet Cong.
I'm going to tell you right
don't
now.
call them Chinese.
I would play a damn good white-black guy in a show.
She's going to do a controversial pigment augmentation surgery.
What do you mean, you people? Don't spit it.
Mother Nature just pissed her pantsuit.
I'm just saying, sometimes I'm more black than he is.
Oh, wow.
Some days. It's true.
Eat you some chitlins.
I like livers. I like chitlins. I like collard greens.
Is it chitlins or chitterlings?
I mean, it's spelled chitterlings.
Okay,
It's
then you're
spelled
good. You can make it.
chitlins.
You can make it. You can make it. Honorary. You get a
Meg,
badge.
I'm just telling you, I am more black than this guy is on 90% of the days. Nope, I ain't even going there. Because I sure as shit ain't going to try to look at his.
Just a tip, Megan. Just a tip.
Wow. Wouldn't be the first time we've played Just the Tip tonight on this show, folks.
I think that's a new game. Just the tip.
New segment.
New segment.
New
Just
segment.
Just
Just
the
the
tip.
tip. Straight from the ass. And what was the
No,
other one?
no, not just
No,
the
no, no,
tip.
no, no,
Straight
no,
from the
no,
ass.
no, no, no. That ain't coming out the same.
No.
Nope.
All right.
I'm done.
Time out. We're going to take a 30. We're going to round this thing back up.
Wow. Wow.
They have good wings there. Well, yeah.
Yeah, you guys should come down from the Noble Tucky to witness this next week. Was that Damon's
Wow,
blackness
John.
test?
Wow,
to pronounce
John.
soul food.
You can't recover from that tie, buddy.
Yeah, you're done. You're done, Chili Bowl. That was more of a mop than a chili bowl because that thing was stringing it.
Yeah,
That
buddy.
thing- bless you.
Did you
That
see
thing
her?
was
Did you see
stringing it.
Mara's feathered bangs?
I wasn't even gonna say that.
She was almost green woodish.
Well, I mean, she's like 21, so.
We love you guys.
God love you guys.
I
Congratulations.
just, as long as my
They're getting married on the day before the damn race. What
hey
are
man,
you thinking?
listen.
Come on, man.
At least the after party can be on
the
the deck.
barbecue.
I mean, I want to come to the wedding so bad, but how do you have it on my annual Memorial Day barbecue?
Yeah. Day before the 500 on the one's annual barbecue. I mean, the ass finally showed up last year.
And he was happy.
Astronomical.
For this is the way.
I'm burping so bad I can't think of something to say, so I'm done.
You know what I mean? So I guess I'm going to have to. What?
The barbecue and I do.
Well, what time is the I do?
Yeah, it better be like 10 o'clock in the morning.
I mean, yeah, my barbecue is like all day. I mean, it's even kid-friendly.
We go hard on them cornhole boards, too, by the way.
They will be in full effect.
You know what?
Cornhole and horseshoe both will be full effect.
I got a great idea. Meg, stay with me on this. When we get the weather back to where it should be, we're going to block this area off out here. We're going to do a block party at Royal Blue Sports Bar.
Black and white sports cornhole
tournament right there. She's game, folks.
So get your bean bags ready, baby. Watch your Johnsonville Cornhole Championships
the one in the
on
ass
ESPN.
coming at you.
We going to do it. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot.
It better be like the judge in the courtroom and just say, you do, good. Done deal.
You know what I mean? 3:30, you know what I mean? I'm just
Pushing
now
it.
pulling off the
slab.
You know what I mean? I'm still pulling off the meat that's been smoking for 16 hours.
Yep. Ooh. Hey, really quick.
Yes.
They've been practicing since 8:30. We gave it a shout out earlier, but I want to make sure when we go off here in a couple more minutes, y'all go over to Monsters of Dirt. Go over to Monsters of Dirt's page. They are going to be doing the Checkers and Wreckers Monsters of Dirt Pro Late Model All-Stars with your boys, the One, the Ass, Howdy, and Tommy boys. 4 cars running strong. 4 cars running strong. Dan, the left-hand man, is my man, and Hollywood, a.k.a. Downtown J.D. Brown, is running. Hayden Cardwell. I don't
Isn't he
have
like 11?
I don't. Man, we got some young guns.
I mean,
Let's just say that.
Awesome.
We
That's
got
awesome.
some young guns. Let's just say that.
I like it that we got an 11-year-old that races.
He's like 14.
And then the next week, his whole family are now followers.
Boom. Thank you.
Hey, man, if you ever, we haven't said it in a while. You know, Black and White Sports 1. We're BWSPORTS1. The family. We're trying to do community work here. We're trying to support local business, local small business, as well as us.
Yep.
Because that's what we are. So we have a pretty nice sized platform.
Yep.
That's growing.
We're 7,000 strong across the network now.
Yeah. So we got a pretty
7,000.
large platform, and we're growing.
Yep.
You know, we got new things popping up. We got a basketball show that's going to be dropping off here pretty soon. So we're jumping on. I mean, if you want to,
you coming with the basketball show. I'm coming with the combat sports show. I'm coming.
Okay, but anyway,
I'm coming.
But anyway, you know, I'm
Sorry.
saying, we have a large platform here, and we reach a lot of people.
Yep.
And at a vast distances. You know what I mean? We touch people in Michigan. We got some Ohio people. I know there's some California people. We got some people out in Australia that follow us. So there's opportunities there if you are a small business in the local area and you're struggling with your advertisement, because advertising can be outrageous.
You don't even necessarily have to be struggling.
Yeah.
If you don't want to spend the buku astronomical dollars
Right.
with these big people, these corporations and all that, man, hit us up. We are inexpensive yet effective marketing for you. And we have a special announcement today.
Special.
Our good buddy. He is now our good buddy. Anthony Caldwell. Grunt Works Custom Woods, folks. You check him out. Grunt Works Custom Woods. Let me get the number here. 520-401-6565. Anthony is going to be doing two two wooden custom flags with our logo on them, and they will be behind us at the shows. They will be at the paddock. They will be following us wherever we go. You go to Gruntworks Custom Woods, 520-401-6565. He is now an official partner of the network that you love, BW Sports 1.
Awesome. So if you want your little company logo flip-flopped on our corners on our screen here when we do our live shows, and you want a commercial to flip through our pages throughout the week, hit us up, man. We got no problem of boasting your stuff.
And again, like I said, the boys over there at Checkers and Wreckers, CWTV is on point now. We are broadcasting racing. We are doing all kinds of stuff. You might want to check us out here very, very soon because, you know, we got CWTV. We might have BWTV coming soon. I'm just saying. Just saying. Or, you know, we could just run under the CWTV name and broaden the horizons, folks. Broaden the horizons. He is the one.
I am.
I am the ass.
He is.
This is Black and White Sports Live every Wednesday night, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. We will be back here next week, 7:30 live again from Royal Blue Sports Bar, 8201 East Washington Street in Indianapolis, just east of 465 on East Washington Street.
Yeah.
Yeah. Powered by First Financial Bank. John Buzzard over there at 3535 East 96th Street, Indianapolis. Check him out, john.buzzard at bankatfirst.com, the official bank of BW Sports 1.
All because he's on the south side of 96th Street.
And it's not Carmel.
So 33% of your clientele does not get pulled over. All right. So I'm going to hit the button, and I'm going to keep it sporty.
As always, folks, we will see you next week.
Deuces.
Pew, pew.
Pew, pew. Pew.
That was good.